All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raquah Kodash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the brothers that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. And we're going to jump right into the lesson. This is Proverbs 18:11, or 18 and 14, Salat. It says, the spirit of man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear. So your spirit, or your you can call it your mentality as well, or your attitude. If you have a good spirit, a good mentality, a strong mentality, a strong attitude, or a good attitude, then very little will can affect you. And that's what you have to build in these days. You gotta have the ability to continue to push on despite the adversities. Matter of fact, you should be used to dealing with adversities. You know, the Lord has called us to be problem solvers, not to wait till problems arise and then react to it. You know, we're supposed to be of a proactive nature. So as part of that is your way of thinking, and that will sustain you in your infirmities, or when things get so-called haywire. Let's go ahead and get this word infirmity. It says Salak, disease, sickness, disease, infirmity, sickness. You know, and it is a sickness when you think contrary to the scriptures. It is a sickness to have a weak mentality, because it's not healthy. You know, so a strong mentality fights against that, also against just physical sickness as well, just pain, there's different other ones here, but the point is made. The spirit of man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear. A wounded spirit is that woe's me spirit. All that's gonna do is drag you down and keep you down, man. And eventually you'll lose that motivation to do anything. You know, we're supposed to fight the good fight of faith, and fighting requires that you take on the difficult at times. And sometimes you gotta stay in the difficult, because it doesn't let up. You know, you just gotta keep on pushing until things get better. You gotta push through it, like you say. You know, that's where glory is found. Glory is found in the pushing through adversity. That's where you get glory. That's where you receive power. You know, so your spirit or your mentality, the type of spirit you have, is important to how you walk in this truth. It says the heart of the prudent gets knowledge, and the ear of the wise man seeks knowledge. You know, and that all starts with knowing these scriptures and applying them into practice. Let's go ahead and get it. Proverbs 25:28. So ruling of your spirit is very important, man, and you got to be aware of it at all times, because it only takes a one moment. It only takes a moment of a lapse of judgment to ruin your whole day or your whole life. Matter of fact, it only takes a moment lapse of judgment. Not focusing. It only takes one moment to fuck up everything. And if you live a life continually of lapses of judgment or making wrong decisions, guess what? That's gonna snowball into a place where you just left fucking all fucked up and desolate. You know, and we're supposed to be men of a higher status than that. But I'm gonna get this up. Proverbs 25:28. It says, he that has no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down without walls. That speaks of discipline, to rule over your own spirit, to have a discipline over yourself. It says that like a city, he that had no discipline, like a city that's broken down without walls, desolate. It's just fucking there. It's no good. It serves no purpose. It's not meat for anything. It's not meat for to sustain anything. So it's very important, man, to be circumspect and prudent in all things. That's part of the walk, man. It's part of being righteous. Part of being righteous is doing right things, right actions in your life. Let's get Proverbs 16 and 32, just a real quick lesson. Proverbs 16 and 32, and it says, he that is slow to anger is better than the mighty. Because, that goes to not being controlled by your emotions. And that's where a lot of people make mistakes as well. Controlled by their emotions. And one of the greatest emotions that can make you fuck up is anger or self-pity. Self-pity is just being angry at yourself, but not self-pity is basically being angry at yourself, but not solving your own fucking problem. The he that slow to anger is better than the mighty. He that rules his spirit and he that takes a city. So the scriptures, they constantly enforce how important it is to be a man of discipline and of self-control and not ruled by your emotions. This is an admonition. This is an exhortation for the men of the Lord. Let's get Proverbs 15:19. And excuse my voice, been sick, so to speak. But as the scriptures say, we continue to push on. No, it said 15 and 21. Proverbs 15 and 21. It says, folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom. So, you got to be aware of that as well. Folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom. Because there's a lot of things out there that can waste your time and distract you or lullaby you into that state of not being on your 10 toes, man. It says, but a man of understanding walks uprightly. So the opposite of folly is walking uprightly. And to walk uprightly means you on your shit, so to speak. You're handling your situation. You're handling your business. You're solving problems. That's why we go to verse 22. It says, without counsel, purposes are disappointed. So you may have an idea of what you want to happen in your life or in your walk with the truth. But if you're not doing it in the proper manner, then those purposes will be disappointed. But in the multitude of counselors, they're established. And we have a multitude of counselors in the form of videos that brothers make, in the form of the scriptures, the form of the teachings of the elders apostles. All these will be taken heed to, man. In the form of a brother talking to you. All these may be taken heed to. Learn from the wisdom of others. So we're going to go through shit, but you got to have the right, as long as you have the right spirit, then you're going to conquer it all, man. It's ended up with James 1 and 2. This is James 1 and 2, and it says, my brethren, count it all joy. You fall into diverse temptations, and because they're going to happen, so just expect them. Expect troubles, expect things to get haywire, and have those defenses and those backups and those security measures, countermeasures prepared. Knowing this, that the trial of your face work is patience, and it's all to try you, to test you. But let patience have a perfect work. And patience is synonymous with suffering. You be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. And it all goes back to wisdom and applying that wisdom. But with that being said, it's a real quick lesson. Most I will hope is edifying, that we give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash, Kahala, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Brothers, keep on pushing. Shalom.